What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video here inside the nerdy realm and the multiverse. Today we have our very first DC video, as we have now seen the Batman movie that is just recently released, and today we will be giving our initial thoughts on the movie after just seeing it only a few hours ago. We know that a lot of people have not gotten the chance to see this movie, therefore we will be doing this review completely spoiler free. Of course, we'll be putting out another review where we do touch on spoiler aspects of the movie though. Now let's get to giving our thoughts on this movie. Just to start off, I really enjoyed this movie and was very surprised with how much I actually fell into it as a whole and was very interested in the entire story. I have no idea where I would rank it among other comic book movies though. If I had to rate the movie, however, I think I would give it a 9 out of 10. It could be higher though, to be honest, but I also feel like the more that I see it, the more I will like it. Now to touch on the storyline a little bit, without giving anything away, obviously. The storyline was so intense and kept me hooked the entire time. I loved the entire mystery aspect of it and how the detective part of the character of Batman played a huge role in the story. All of the action sequences in the movie were great, and there was definitely a horror aspect in them as well as the rest of the movie too. I won't give anything away, of course, but the mystery and of course the riddles behind the Wayne family was so intriguing and felt different compared to any other Batman movie or show such as Gotham. The character development was also great for each and every one of the characters. The relationships between characters and the constant reveals of who they are and what they have been through was very enjoyable. Speaking of the characters, let's talk about all of the characters in this movie, or the ones that we can talk about at least. The Riddler, who we have known ever since the first trailer to be the villain of this movie, was such a good villain. There was true horror with this character and he was very brutal. His entire character, even down to his suit, being inspired by the Zodiac Killer. It was truly scary and it really brought a big type of realism into the story and the movie. With the Riddler being the villain, of course there are tons of riddles, and that was a great part of the story, and his role in all of these riddles were truly great, and you could really feel the fear of different characters when they knew what was going on. Even towards the end of the movie, Paul Danos's Riddler was so well done. The actor did such a great job as the character and bringing in the horror aspects that were brought into the story and the movie due to his character. The actor deserves so much recognition. Huge props to him. Of course, we knew by the trailers that we also had the well-known Batman villain Penguin in the film. Although he was not in it as much as the Riddler was, he was still a great character and there was a lot of development going into his character as well. James Wright, who played Jim Gordon in this movie, did such a great job playing the character. I loved how involved he was with the entire story and how much his friendship or partnership with Batman evolved throughout the movie. Of course, we had Selina Kyle, aka Catwoman, played by Zoe Kravitz, as one of the main characters of the movie, apart from Batman himself, of course. This version of Catwoman was by far my favorite one that we have gotten in movies throughout the years. Her development throughout the movie and the relationship build-up with Batman was great, and overall she was such a great character in this movie. Zoe did a great job and definitely deserves major props. Now on to the man himself, Robert Pattinson's Bruce Wayne, The Dark Knight, and Vengeance, the Batman. Pattinson went above and beyond. His performance as Batman was so well done. This version of Batman also felt like the most comic-like version of the character that we have gotten to see in movies, especially when it comes to the entire world's greatest detective part of the character, as we saw just how skilled he was and just how much he took on the role of being the detective. Not only did Pattinson do an amazing job at playing Batman, but he also did a great job taking on the other side of the character, Bruce Wayne. Of course, we had Alfred in the film as well. Bruce and Alfred's relationship in this movie, especially building up towards the end as they became closer, was great and was nice to see. I also want to throw in there that the Batman suit in this was amazing, and definitely my favorite Batman suit that we have gotten in live action by far. This movie really exceeded my expectations, and for that I am extremely happy that I went to see it. Huge props to the entire cast and crew, and of course Matt Reeves. I cannot wait to see where this Batman story goes in the future. If you haven't gotten the chance to see this movie or haven't gotten yourselves tickets yet either, I highly recommend doing so. You will not regret seeing this movie. Of course, as this review was spoiler free, I will be putting out a spoiler filled review as well in the next coming days. Keep an eye out for that. With all of that being said, that's about it for our spoiler free movie review on the Batman. If you wish to get even more nerdy content and to keep up to date with us, make sure to check us out on other social platforms. As always, thank you all for watching. If you are feeling extra nerdy today, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on to help support the channel and to get more nerdy content from us. We will see you all the next time that we go through and explore the nerdy multiverse.